Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dom if you are new here, and in today's video we're going to be doing this grungy makeup look. I have been seeing the alt girlies all over my TikTok For You page, and I love their makeup, I love their style, and so I was like, oh, let me try my hand at the alt makeup, the emo girls, the scene kid, the throwback, the 2009 scene queen hair, scene queen makeup, all of that. I loved it. Really wasn't in that, like, I don't know what you want to call it, in that scene, for lack of a better word, but I admired everything about it. Okay, so if you guys want to see how I created this look, then please keep watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in 2 seconds. Alrighty friends, we are up close and personal with my face. This is my face freshly washed, no makeup on. Here she is in all her glory. So we're going to be doing kind of like my take on alt girl makeup, grungy makeup, all of the things. I don't know. I want it to be cool tone, I want it to be smoky, I want it to be kind of dark. So somewhere along those lines. Also, I have a basket full of makeup to help me complete said look. We're gonna do our best, okay? Reason I wanted to do this is because some of my favorite bands are coming to town this summer, this spring, summer, and I don't know, I just love them. And they're kind of more like on the alt, metalcore side of things. I'm gonna be taking my House Labs foundation. I'm in the shade 470 medium deep cool. There's some of my favorite bands, and I don't know, although I do like to be more fairy grunge and like colorful makeup and things like that, I do like to have, a little more depth to me, because in my head we could just be singing a little bit of everything. Anyway, it is 7:33. I have been at work all day. I just came home, made dinner, and I decided to take off my makeup and film for you guys. So hopefully you guys like this. I'm interested to see what I come up with, because I feel like this could be really pretty. And if I took the time out of my day every morning to do my makeup, I could see myself wearing like some of the looks. I don't know. I was never really like a alternative person or like emo or whatever, like in middle school, high school, but definitely as I got into my 20s, I went from more like EDM, like rave music, which I still really enjoy, to more so alternative rock, heavy metal, indie rock, things like that. So yeah, if you want to, you should check out my Spotify playlist. It's literally called The Mix. I will put it down below. What kind of music are you guys into? I feel like music is so subjective, and it's kind of cool to just understand people's music taste, because I feel like I listen to that more than I do anything else. I enjoy pop music, I like rap music. Not a huge fan of country music, I just never have been. I'm gonna take my Rare Beauty bronzer stick. Mine is in the shade On the Horizon. I have almost finished this up. There she is. Like, there's nothing else. I'm super excited to finish this because I have never finished one of these before. But I think it's really interesting to see what people are into, It's like, what kind of music do you think I would be into? And like, how wrong are we, or what are our stereotypes about music and ethnicity, or like how people present themselves, So yeah, this is what she looks like. She's real dirty, she's real gross. I love her though, it's amazing. I feel like I'm a little out of sorts today, and my voice was doing fine until I literally decided that I wanted to film a video. So yeah, that's great. I like to go in with this because I just love the way that this like shapes my face. I don't know, I just think it's so good. It's really easy to blend out. They are more on the warmer side of things. I do think that they have more contour shades now. But I personally do not mind a warm shade. I feel like this just really, I don't know, I just feel like this really works well with my skin, and it gives me color without being too much at the same time. I'm just gonna go in and blend that out like so. This is pretty much my normal makeup routine, like as far as my base goes. Really, it's gonna be the eyes and like the lip combination that I feel like is where we're really gonna see the most like experimentation on, because I pretty much do this for my base every single day. It's just what works. Just the eye look may change or the base product may change. So I'm going to use my Makeup by Mario concealer. I'm just going to put that on my lids like so. Just put a little bit here. Some here. I really enjoy this concealer a lot. So I think if you like I feel like if you like a thinner formula, you would like this. I don't go ham on concealer because I don't want it to be too heavy on my under eyes, and I try to avoid putting a ton of foundation on my under eye area for that reason. Just gonna go in and blend that out. Like so. Sorry, I'm in the zone, man. But anyway, what do you guys do for work? What is your occupation? Let me know something. I didn't have any clients today, but I still came into work just in case I had any online bookings. So yeah, I got to get off early. I usually end up getting off at 8, but I got off at like 5:30-ish, like a little bit after 5:30, which was really nice. I typically try to face with the Sephora translucent setting powder. This setting powder is so nice. I really like it. Like, I like this a lot. This is the only setting powder that I have like in my loose setting powder that I have in my collection, and I love it so much. I am so glad that I listened to you guys on this one. And I like these triangles because I feel like these give you like the most flawless like application. I feel like setting powder is one of those, the cleaner you set it, like the smoother it looks on the application, the smoother your under eye is gonna look, if that makes sense. Like, I just find that when I get a smooth application under here, it just looks so much better. So if you haven't tried these yet, you can order them on Amazon. I think they come in like a 5 or 6 pack, and they're not super expensive. They're maybe like $10 at most, but I think mine were like $5 or $6, so they're not even overly expensive. I love these so much. I have like the beauty blender version. It's the teardrop looking one, but it's just like flat, and it has like kind of like a sponge side on it, and like a smoother side. This is way better than that. I love this so much. I bought these for my makeup kit, and then I tried them out on myself one day, and I was like, game changer. I just had to keep going with it. So anyway, moving on. Typically, if I would typically be using dark shadows, I would use Like you can use a little bit more setting powder underneath the eye, or you can do your eyes first and then move on. For me personally, when I feel like I'm doing darker eye looks, I feel like I need to see my face base being done first, and then I can kind of go in and play with the eyes and see where I like things. That's just how I like to do things. But if you're worried about getting fallout, or you're worried about messing up the rest of your makeup, then do your eyes first and then do your face. But for me personally, I like doing my face first, and that's just how I prefer it, because I feel like until my foundation is finished or close to being finished, until I have some coverage on my face, I just feel like I never like what my eye looks start out as. And I feel like typically you kind of go ham first versus seeing what you're working with and then going from there. But I will be right back. Okay, I had to adjust you guys a little bit. I felt like that was weird. Okay, I'm just gonna put a little bit of lip balm on. Using the EOS eggs. Haven't used one of these in years, but I have like 10 of them because my mom gave me them for Christmas. So we'll see. Okay. Sorry. Anyway, moving on. I'm going to be using my Be Perfect Carnival Interstellar palette. This is a collaboration with Stacey Marie. This palette is. But anyway, this is what it looks like. I'm going to be using these tones in here. Some of these tones are more like, have a little bit of a green tinge to them. So I'm going to try to stay in the cooler side of these cool tones, if that makes sense. They're all cool tones, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I want to stay like in here and here. I want to see. I feel like this has like some blue to it, but I don't know. Let's just dive in, okay? I'm going to take a fluffy brush. It's very fluffy. And I think I'm going to take the shade. I think I kind of want to take the shade. This is too light. I feel like I don't really want to go in with that. Maybe we'll start with this one. I think we're going to start with this one. That is the shade Hubble. And I feel like these are all space names. Pretty sure. Yes, they are space names because it is the Interstellar palette. Duh! Anyway. What are some of you guys' favorite perfumes? Like, do you guys have a signature fragrance that you like? Because I have been looking for mine. I'm currently wearing the Kayali Eden Sparkling Leche, whatever, however you say it. That one smells pretty good. I think that I'm gonna like that one more in the spring, summertime though. I feel like it's very light and bright, like very kind of crisp and sparkly, if that makes sense. But do you guys have a favorite scent that is all year round? For reference, I love sweet things, so I like vanilla scents, but I don't want them to be sugary to the point that it's almost like a juvenile vanilla, if that makes sense. I like Kayali Juicy Apple. I love that. That's a really good one. I like that one in the wintertime too, but I'll usually pair that with like a vanilla body spray or something like that to make it like a little bit warmer, a little bit softer, a little bit more vanilla-y, obviously. I feel like that pairs really well. Like vanilla and the red apple pair really well together. I think it is Snowflake Cashmere pairs really well with that. But anyway, from Bath & Body Works. Okay, moving on. I think I'm going to take the shade, this one here. That one is called First Man. Like First Man on the Moon. We're just going to rub a little bit of that off though, because it has like some pink left over from when I've dipped my brush in a couple different things. And then I'm just going to apply this like so. I don't really have a rhyme or reason, to be honest, on how I'm doing this, but here we are. I'm just kind of So I'm kind of applying this almost like not really a wing, but keeping it more so like this. Because I kind of want more of that like smoked out effect, like that. I don't know, I've been liking more of the shades like this. Not shades like this, but shapes like this. I rarely do like smoky eyes or anything like that. They're just typically not really something that I do, to be honest. I don't wear them that much. Like, I couldn't tell you the last time I wore a smoky eye. Like, I do like intense looks often. Like, it's not that I don't do intense looks, but like a traditional like black and silvery smoky eye, I just have not really played with in a while. So yeah, I don't know, I'm just gonna keep going in because my eyes aren't symmetrical. Also, I wear glasses on the regular and my glasses will make me look cross-eyed, so that's annoying. But my coworkers, whenever I do my makeup looks, they're always like, can you lift up your glasses so I can see your eye makeup? And I'm like, sure. So that is the only bad thing about wearing glasses, is that, you know, sometimes your makeup looks aren't showcased very well because people can't see them. And that is a-okay. I love my glasses. I've never worn contacts ever. I'm not saying that I wouldn't. I just... I would like to wear contacts, actually. But I feel like now, because I have worn glasses for so many years. I think I've worn glasses for... at least like what? I started wearing glasses when I was 11. So at least like 15 years. Like, that is wild. That is insane. Like, I don't know. Anywho. I remember just like in middle school, like people would want to wear my glasses and I would let them, and then like there was this one time where I accidentally like left my glasses with this girl, and then I didn't know where my glasses were and she took them home on accident. Man, gotta love middle school you, right? Okay, so I really kind of like where that's at. I do want to add shimmer to this. How I'm going to add it, I have no idea. I think I'm just gonna kind of put it on the first half here, and then we'll come back in and deepen everything up. I feel like I should add just like a little bit more depth, but I don't know, okay? I don't know. So I'm just gonna take First Man, that same shade, and the slightest bit of Dark Side, because we're already, like, we've already got some depth going, okay? I'm just gonna write like so. Do you guys have any trips planned for the summertime? I have a couple things planned. I think we're gonna go to Memphis, Tennessee. Before that, we are going to Chicago for a hair show, so that'll be fun. And then let's see, what else do we got going on? May visit my boyfriend's mom in South Carolina at some point. That just depends. So I feel like we have a few things that we'll be doing this summer, but yeah. Do you guys like to travel? Are you guys more so homebodies? Because being at home is nice too. Traveling gets tiring, but that is something that I've been wanting to do more this year, was to travel more and just really like experience like all the things that I've wanted to do and just like start doing the things. So that is so far how my 2024 is shaping up thus far. And I'm so excited for it. I don't know, I'm so excited for new opportunities and getting to experience new things. I just feel like it's time for me to experience something new, you know? Alright, going in with the palette, I think I'm going to take the shade. I like this shade here. We're going to take this one. That is the shade Moonwalk. And I don't know, I like the undertones of that. I think it's pretty, and I'm just going to take it on a BK Beauty brush. This is the 203 brush. BK Beauty brushes are elite, actually, and I can't wait to purchase more of them. I also want to try some of Blend Bunny Cosmetics eye brushes. It's one of my fave brands. Okay, so I'm just gonna press this on like so. Just kind of tap it on there, you know? And it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm very much so like with my makeup, like your makeup doesn't have to be perfect. I like when my makeup is like soft, not softer necessarily, but I like, ooh, I like that. I like when just things just kind of meld into each other, like they're super blendy and just like sparkly. I love sparkly things. That's pretty. I'm gonna go back in with just a little bit more of that. Just kind of wiggle it over that color there. So this is what we're looking like so far. So far, I like it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Okay, where did my brush go that I was using for my glitter primer? Okay, now we're gonna do the second side. We're gonna do the exact same thing. We're just gonna cut this here like so. And we're just gonna apply that. Okay, I had a meltdown this morning. I don't know, I was just like tired and a little overwhelmed. Sometimes you just need to woosah it out, you know? And it also doesn't help that On Flow is around the corner, because I literally started crying and I cried for like 30 minutes on my way to work. That's how long my drive is, okay? And it is what it is, you know? Sometimes you just need a good boo-hoo. And that's okay. And that is a-okay. I like that. Okay. I want to soften the edge just a little bit, like so. Just kind of, you know, make it a little bit more blendy. I want to bring this over just a little bit more because I feel like it stops just like right here, and I just want to soften and extend just a little bit. Having non-symmetrical eyes is really difficult to do eyeshadow because I always feel like there's one side that needs a little bit more every time. But it's just because of how my lids close. I need a little bit more over here. You know a new movie that I've never watched? A few movies I've never watched. I have never watched Hunger Games from like the beginning to the end. I always feel like I end up watching the Hunger Games when I'm out of town. And I also feel like, yeah, I just never see them. So yeah. Okay, I think that's where I want to do for the eyes for right now. I'm going to apply my brow gel real fast, and then I will be right back and we'll finish up the rest of my face. Okay, now that my brows are done, all I did was I lined just the bottom of them just a little bit to like kind of solidify the bottom of my shape. And then I used the NYX brow glue. Mine looks freaking gross. But I used the NYX brow glue and I just brushed them up. And I like my brows to be on the fluffier side of things. I really haven't filled in my brows like super defined and very like crisp and sharp and so long. I just have been liking the fluffy brow trend. Never did I ever think that I would, but I actually really like it. So it is here to stay with me for a little bit. So I'm going to go in with my NYX Epic Wear liner in the shade Pitch Black. Kind of like standard and obvious thing for this kind of look. I feel like you just have to have some black liner, and I'm just going to put that in my waterline like so. You can tight line if you're feeling frisky. And then I'm not going to bring it all the way in because I am going to go in with a small like pencil brush and wiggle it in closer to the inner corners. This is like the hardest part because my eyes are extremely watery. So I feel like I have to be like, take a break, take a break, take a break, take a break. Between watery eyes and nose drippage, it is actually a pain. I think I'm gonna go on Friday because I don't have to be at work until 3 on Friday. I think I'm gonna go to urgent care because I swear I have been sick for a freaking month and I'm over it, okay? I am over it. I'm so annoyed. I'm going to take the shade First Man, which was that gray shade, on this little bitty pencil brush, and I am going to use that to smudge out the waterline a little bit, like so. So pretty. Now, you could totally do like a winged liner moment, which, you know, hey, do your thing. But I don't think I'm going to because I really don't wear winged liner that much. But I am kind of considering it. I think what I will do is put a little bit of something on the top of my lash line. I do think I am going to do that though. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my pencil again and I'm just going to ever so slightly pull here and put just a little bit like so on both of my eyes. I can't freaking see. Like that, and then I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to take my brush, that same gray shade, I'm going to gently pull. I'm kind of pulling upwards. I don't want to pull downwards because I feel like if you pull downwards, you're going to typically, naturally, you're going to move the brush in a downward swipe. I don't really want to do that. I just kind of want to brush across my eye with the same shape in mind. Whoops. I need more vanity room that's easy for me to film it with because this is difficult. So this is what I'm doing. It just adds a little bit more depth to the eyes. It's nothing crazy, it's really not, but I feel like compared to like how this is, it's just like a little bit richer, a little bit smokier, a little bit more dramatic, and I feel like I've been liking this versus like a full on winged moment. I just have been enjoying more of like a smoky liner situation. I just feel like that's more, you know, up my alley these days. And I just feel like it's a lot more flattering, to be honest. I just feel like it's a little bit more flattering on the eyes. Okay, for inner corner, I think I'm going to use the shade Galactic, which is this bad boy here. So pretty. Amazing. I'm gonna take this little bitty brush. I think this is a ColourPop E26 brush. Yes, it's not as small as you would think it is actually, but I'm gonna take that and I'm just going to put that right there. Like so. How are you guys making friends? I feel like it is so difficult to make friends nowadays, and I don't really know why. I don't know. I feel like I'm easy to talk to. It's not that I don't make friends, but I feel like I want friends outside of work spaces, if that makes sense. Like I don't mind talking to my coworkers, but I feel like for me personally, I always keep a level of, I don't know, not professionalism, obviously professionalism, but I can't see out of this mirror, it's dirty. But I feel like I always keep a level of, I don't know what you call it, I guess, not a level of reservation, but I guess like a boundary, for lack of a better term, when it comes to my personal life and in my workspace, because I don't know, I just think that like people are too fleeting in workspaces, and I would hate to open up to someone and really think that they're my friend and they don't stick around very long. Like there was this girl that I started like really connecting with, and I thought we were cool friends, you know? But she ended up not working at the same place that I did, and I tried reaching out to her and everything. Like, mind you, like she gave me birthday gifts, I gave her birthday gifts, because our birthdays are very in the like a couple, like 2 weeks apart or something like that. And then I got her like Christmas gifts and everything, and then I was just like, hey, you know, like checking in on you, how are things going, like how are you? And she just was like not interested in it, and I guess I get it, you know, but it still sucked nonetheless, because it's like, man, even if you don't work here anymore, I still would support you, I still would, you know, wish you well. Like we don't have to be strangers or nothing like that. So that sucked, but you know, that's like one of the reasons why I feel like I just don't want to get close to people, because they're not going to be around for long. So I don't know how to make friends, and ones that aren't in workspaces, I'm like, where do you go? Like I don't even know. But yeah, I just used my Danessa Meyer Express in the shade Jubilee. My boyfriend, he was like, well, yeah, you know, babe, like, you know, work friends, like you might not always be super close with them. He's like, you know, you're pretty much friends while they work there. And I'm like, but why does it have to be like that? Because I'm like, I'm not like that. I'm like, there's people that I work with that, you know, I have gone to their baby showers, like after I didn't work there anymore. So it's not like, you know, I don't want to connect with these people. But anyway, so for lips, here's where I'm lost. I could either use a dark brown, which I don't really want to use. I kind of want to use a little bit of a black lip liner. What if I did black with a little bit of brown and then like a nude? What are my lip options? What did I pick? Okay, I picked this one. This one's by Milani. This is in the shade Desire. Okay, what does this look like? Don't mind my dry, crusty freaking hands. This is what this one looks like. I don't know. That one's like, it has just a little bit too much warmth to it. I want something a little bit more cool toned. Then I have Toffee, which looks like this. It's also kind of like a peanut buttery shade. I think any of these that I use, I'm gonna end up putting a little bit of Working Girl in the center to make it like lighter, I think. I have no idea what I'm going to do for my lips. Okay, I'm going to start by lightly lining my lips. I might just say screw it and just wear black lipstick, to be honest. And I think that's gonna be the move, honestly. Like so. Just sculpt my lips. Okay, so I think I'm gonna grab a black lipstick really quick. This is my Menagerie liquid lipstick in the shade Cricket. I only use this every so often, but this is what it looks like. It's so pretty. Is anyone in the service industry, specifically the beauty industry? I feel like it has been such a slow month, and I get Januaries are typically a little slower, but man, it has been kicking my behind, to say the least, because I just feel like it's dragging and just like my service dollar sales aren't where I would love them to be. So this is just the lipstick. I don't know. I haven't worn this lipstick in so long, so I don't know how I feel about black lipstick right now. I like it. It's different. I haven't worn it in quite some time. I feel like I'm going to fix that little spot. There we go. I haven't worn like a full-on liquid lipstick in so long. Makes my teeth really wet. But anyway, this is Cricket by Menagerie. It's a nice one. Okay, on to highlight. Let's do highlighter really quickly, really fast. I like to usually pick something out of the palette that I used. So I'm gonna take, I think I'm gonna take this shade here. Just tap a little bit of that right on my nose, like so. Then you can just kind of brush a few sparkles like that or so. And we're looking great, sweetie, we're looking great. But yeah, anyway, I think this is my finished look. I think we're done. I think we have achieved it. I don't know, it's grungy, it's smoky, it's dramatic, it's all of the things. I should have worn my black and white sweater for this. Oh well. Anyway, I think it's pretty. Do I think this is something that I would wear again? I would. I think that I would do more of like a neutral lip, just because that's just like my comfort zone lately. But I could totally vibe with this. I could rock with this. It's different. It's out of my comfort zone, that's for sure. I usually like colorful makeup. I don't really like grays on myself typically. It's not really what I go for. I usually like blues and greens and pinks and purpley tones. But here we have a look. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I think this is a different one. I think it was a fun one to create. I'm glad that I was able to play with like some of the cool tones in this palette, because I really haven't gotten to do that. And I really don't have any cool tone palettes that are like in this cool tone scale within my collection. So I'm glad that I got to use this one and really like, you know, play with it and see how everything worked. Everything blended really nicely too, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned anything. I don't think I mentioned anything about the formula, but everything blended out really nicely. I like the way everything applied. I didn't have any issues considering how dark some of these shades are. And everything showed up over my concealer. Like I didn't use an eyeshadow base or anything like that. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys like this video. If you guys like more content like this, please give this video a huge thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button to see more of my face. And I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week. Bye, friends.